everybody, good afternoon. I'm here today to say don't mess with Mr. P. Who's Mr. P? Mr. Procrastination. Here to share 7 micro tips for avoiding procrastination. Let's jump right in. First micro tip, let's decide who we are. Let's decide who we are. What do I mean by that? It's really cool to wake up every morning and say to ourselves at least one or more of what I call our core identities. Let's say that one of my core identities is I am a passionate learner. So I wake up in the morning, as early as possible I say, hey Greg, I am a passionate learner. Guess what? When I decide who I am and then I incorporate that identity into my day, then the odds that I'm going to do stuff that coheres with that identity grow dramatically. So let's decide who we are and let's name who we are, right? Second micro tip, make a list and track and tune it. Planners are totally awesome and I very much advocate them. But even something as simple as writing down our to-do list on an index card greatly increases the odds that we're going to get stuff done. So make a list of the important to-dos, right? And then at the end of the day, track and tune them. Figure out what went well, what needs work, right? And then the next day, make a new list and get to it, right? So make a list and track and tune it. Third micro tip, break it down. All of us, me included, can get really freaked out by large projects, right? We see the immensity of a large project and we're like, oh my God, how am I going to get all that done, right? We start getting kind of freaked out, kind of anxious, right? Y'all heard, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time, right? So let's take our large project, let's break it down into small chunks, and let's get to one chunk at a time. Break it down, and then voila, it gets done, okay? Fourth micro tip, here's a weird one. Actions before feelings. Actions before feelings. Dude, that sounds a little weird. What do you mean by that? We often say to ourselves, me included, hey man, I'll get to it when I feel like it. I'll wait until that perfect moment when my mind and body are just so attuned that I'm ready to rock and roll. I'm ready to get to it, right? Guess what? That perfect moment often never comes. We often don't perfectly feel like it, right? So just start. Actions. Take actions. Then good feelings follow, right? Feelings follow from actions rather than actions following from feelings. So actions before feelings, right? Fifth micro tip. I call it 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, boom. Dude, you are getting weirder and weirder as this video goes on. What do you mean by that, right? You've sort of seen that Michael Jordan commercial, right? That Nike thing, just do it. Kind of the same idea, right? As soon as something occurs to us that needs to be done, especially when it is something pretty small, let's just get to it. Count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, boom. And then do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, boom. Just do it, right? And then amazingly, we get to a lot of stuff and we feel better, we're more productive. Fantastic, right? Sixth micro tip. Here's a heavy one, but it's really important. No shame, no guilt. No shame, no guilt, right? A lot of times when we don't get stuff done, we start feeling anxious. We start feeling guilty, right? Oh my God, what's wrong with me? I should have got that done. I didn't get that done. I'm a bad person, I'll never get it done, all this kind of good, bad stuff, I should say, right? Shame and guilt are not motivators. Celebration is a motivator, right? So no matter how the day has gone, whether it's been awesome or whether, it's gotten derailed in some way, right? No shame, no guilt. Figure out what went well, figure out what needs to go better, move ahead optimistically, and get it done the next day. No shame, no guilt. Or as they say, win or learn. Finally, here we are at the stretch. Get a swim buddy. Dude, what are you talking about? I don't see a swimming pool, and we're sort of in the middle of coronavirus, and there's not much swimming going on, okay? Get a swim buddy. Find a person, a friend, a classmate, with whom you can, on a weekly basis, even if it's just a quick text, share your goals, share your commitments, share what's going well, share what needs work, and share what you're going to do next. The simple act of making promises or commitments to another person greatly increases the odds that stuff is going to get done. And having a swim buddy is lots of fun as well. I can't encourage you enough. Get a swim buddy, okay? So that's it. 7 micro tips for avoiding procrastination, for don't mess with Mr. P. What's next? Check out the tips and figure out, hey man, what are 1 or 2 tips that I can incorporate today or tomorrow into what I do and how I'm doing it, right? And then go for it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, boom. Okay? Thanks for hanging with me. Have a great day. Have a great tomorrow. And don't mess with Mr. P. See you soon.